Popularly known or well known as an emperor. I'm an entrepreneur, a lifestyle entrepreneur, and I've been on this track for over 10 years. Even though I gave birth to Madecore 2 years ago, and still have other things trying to lay my hands upon. This is just not the only thing I aspire to do. The sector we actually falls in happens to be the alternative power sector. So we can still categorize under energy, so to speak. And it's a sector whereby it's very, very important in the industry, in the country itself, if you're looking at it critically. And with power, we are so sure that everything can actually fall in place if it is constant and consistent. So, and this is a space where we actually play in when we talk about Madecore solar storage, trying to provide alternative power to the citizens. The first thing that happens to be our strength, let me put it that way, is a fantastic way of installation. There's no way now any of our sites you go to always have a signature. And one thing they always want that once you come to our site or we're able to do an installation for you, we give you peace of mind. And we strongly believe that if we have given you peace of mind in any of our installations, you can go to sleep. And which has happened to be our watchword ever since we started. Every user of electricity happens to be a target market, but I would like to stream it down a little bit for us to understand. And this happens to be our campaign for next year, which is add solar storage to your existing power infrastructure. So we're actually talking to schools, we're talking to hospitals, we're talking to supermarkets, and our main focus happens to be daytime energy users, whereby we know that there's no way, no how they will not need electricity during the day. And the interesting thing part there is also that the sun comes out during the day. I could remember vividly when we started. Our first project happens to be with a financial institution, and afterwards we had an opportunity of also installing solar for a church far away in Oyo. And after we were opportune to also go far down to the south region, rural areas. They actually needed solar also. And the entire community was powered, 2, 3, 4 communities like that, until we also went up north. And for me, I do tell people that up north there, they actually have the power there, which we all need to really tap into when we're talking about solar. And we're able to do Sokoto, Yola, Nasarawa, Kano, and Kaduna. And it's been quite interesting. At least we've been able to touch very important places. I'm still amazed that at this period in November, rain is still falling. These are the changes we're talking about. One of the major things for us to now see, how can we reduce the greenhouse emission, which is very, very paramount. And not that alone also, how can we make our environment very clean? How can we ensure that there's less, let me say total eradication of noise pollution, you understand? So that if all these things are actually put in place, I strongly believe that our environment will be safe, not just for our own generation, but also for the future generation likewise. With the remaining few days for 2019 to come to an end, well, let me say we are still expectant. I do tell people that it's not over until it's over. So in one of my posts recently, I shared that something mega can still happen. Doors are still quite open for opportunities. But we are looking at 2020 on a new millennium, let me put it that way. We strongly believe that with the present dispensation, the government has a lot in stock, especially for renewables, alternative power, and we are actually ready to tap into it. We are also trying to position ourselves in such a way that in the nearest 5 years, at least Madecore is looking at being the first indigenous company to have a solar charging station. Because we are working something right now whereby we can have electric cars in the country, and if you have electric cars in the country, one way or the other, you need to have a charging station also. So these are a couple of designs we are doing right now on the ground, and the only thing we're just waiting for is who is that investor that's ready to invest in Madecore.